Did you notice James Harden has a real chance of shaking off his playoff demons with the Cavaliers? I know it sounds crazy, but let me explain. James Harden's playoff failures are well documented. Only 7 active players have played 20-plus playoff elimination games in their careers. And the only player who has a worse winning percentage in those games than Harden is Russell Westbrook. There are 14 active players who played in 6 or more Game 7s throughout their careers. Harden has the second worst field goal percentage among those players and the most turnovers. While those numbers aren't perfect, they become an undeniable trend. And if you look through Harden's career, there are moments where he has fallen short of expectations when his team has needed him the most. So why are the Cavaliers going to be different? Well, they don't need Harden to be prime James Harden. While it's a small sample size, Harden's usage rate so far with the Cavaliers is 22.9%. That's the 5th lowest in his entire career, with 3 of the 4 other times coming when Harden was starting his career with OKC. All the Cavs need from Harden is for him to be better and more available than Darius Garland was. Because for all the knocks you can make at Harden's playoff performances, or lack thereof, Garland's injury was a big reason the Cavs lost to the Pacers in the 2025 playoffs, and a big factor in why they got off to a slow start this season. Harden, meanwhile, hasn't missed a playoff game since his time in Brooklyn. So Harden should be available for the Cavs, and the hope is that when he's available, he won't force them to change their identity. He can be a facsimile of what they needed from Garland as a ball handler, operating in pick and rolls to get easy shots for Mobley and Allen, helping Mitchell play off of the ball more, and also working as a pull-up shooter to put pressure on defenses. These are all things Garland did for the Cavaliers. It's just that Harden has been doing it for longer, and that makes it easier for the Beard to be integrated into the Cavaliers lineups without being too disruptive to what they already have, which is the 5th best offense in the NBA. And look, it's true, Harden isn't the greatest defender. That is a valid question to have moving forward with this Cavs team. But that question also existed with Garland, who's smaller than Harden, not as strong as Harden, and once again has proven to be more injury prone than Harden. The Cavaliers also shored up their point of attack defense at the deadline with Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder, who hypothetically could make a Harden-Mitchell backcourt a little bit more feasible on defense. Finally, on top of all of this, Harden's playoff blunders are a little overblown. Even though the Sixers lost to the Celtics in round 2 in 2023, Harden is a big reason it even got to Game 7, dropping 45 points in Game 1 in Boston without Embiid to help the Sixers take a 1-0 lead. He followed it up with 42 points in Game 4 to help the Sixers tie the series at 2 apiece. Without Kawhi Leonard, Harden and Paul George pushed the eventual NBA finalist Dallas Mavericks to 6 games in 2024. And in the Clippers' 7-game series versus the Nuggets last year, Harden was excellent in Game 1, scoring 32 points and adding 11 assists in an overtime loss. He also helped the Clippers force Game 7 with 28 points and 8 assists in Game 6 of that series. The point being, Harden can help you win a few playoff games in any given series. It's up to the rest of your roster to be able to deliver in the moments where he can't. Think of Harden as an innings-eating pitcher in baseball. He's there to help keep the machine rolling, win a few playoff games, replicate what you need from that position, and help you get right up to the finish line. It's up to the stars the Cavaliers have invested in to get them across that line. This newfound role for Harden is perhaps the best way for him to shake off the narrative that he isn't a playoff performer. All it takes is one run, and with the Eastern Conference wide open, maybe this is the year for the Cavs and for Harden to make the most of that.